It's 10 to 7, it's Sunday breakfast, and it's Lucy Tegg with you through till 10 o'clock this morning. A busy morning to come. Now, a former Somerset GP has been appointed as the new curate for a group of rural Anglican churches near Bath. Shaula Reilly, who's also worked as a doctor in Queensland and in Mozambique as well, is serving churches collectively known as the St. J's Group, which will become obvious in a moment. Shaula, who'll be leading the service at Wellow this morning, joins me on the programme. Good morning.
Good morning, Lucy. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for being up so early for us. It's always the best of the day, though. That's what I tell myself when the alarm goes off. Shaula, the St. J's Group, it's obvious. Every church is a saint with a J.
Yes. So we've got St. John's in Peasdown, we've got St. Julian's in Wellow, St. James in Foxcote, and St. John's in Troscombe.
Amazing, all collectively known as the St. J's benefice. Yes. And we have welcomed you just this week.
I've just been here for a few weeks, yes.
How has it felt?
Well, it's really lovely to be here, and I've had a really lovely welcome. It's very strange to be coming to a new place in a pandemic when you can't actually meet people very easily. But I've been meeting some people on Zoom. I've been able to meet one person at a time to go for a walk. It's been great. The church is open in Wellow, so I've been able to go there the last couple of weeks. So gradually getting to know people and really looking forward to getting to know people in these communities, inside the churches, but also outside the churches as well.
Yeah, it's new and innovative ways of catching up with people and being able to get in touch. But the idea of taking a solo stroll alongside somebody, you must get to know people a little better than just seeing faces in a congregation then.
Yeah, absolutely, because you can really talk about real things and get to know each other a bit, and so I've really enjoyed that, and I've been so grateful to people being kind, showing me really lovely footpaths and views and places and places around the village. So that's just been great, absolutely great.
So what brought you to the church? I mean, you had a career going in the world of medicine. So what changed?
So I've always had a faith since I was quite a small child, and that's always been really central to my life. And for many years, from childhood, I wanted to be a doctor, and that for me, there was lots of things that attracted me to that. But it was also one way that I could show the love of God to other people. And I really thought that would be my entire adult working life. As you said earlier, it gave me the great privilege of going to some other countries to work and meeting people there. But there just became a point when I was beginning to feel a little bit restless, but I didn't quite know what it was. And then, as an absolute bolt out of the blue, I was praying one day and I suddenly realised, it was like the penny dropped, oh my goodness, I think God is calling me to look at ordination. I was completely shocked. And I just said, well, of course, if that's what you want. There are a lot of obstacles. But had this real sense of, with God, everything's possible. So just kept walking forward and it happened.
Through the pandemic, however, have you felt a pull back to medicine at any times at all?
Not really, because I had a couple of years at college in Durham studying, so there was a long process for me of letting go of my previous life and a long journey of thinking, actually, who am I when I don't have my networks of friends and my home and my job and all those things? And actually, because I feel that God's called me now into this new season of my life and there's a different kind of work to do, I'm full of admiration for people who are working so hard and have been doing such a lot through this dreadful pandemic. But I know that for me, this time, I'm now called to do something different.
And as a curate working in the community that you will be in, a very different way of life, I suppose, to the one where you have been around the world, visited lots of different places, enjoyed different experiences, but a very different setup here.
Yes, but I think one of the things I loved about being a GP was that you saw all sorts of different people. Everybody's got a GP, old people, young people, rich people, poor people. But I often used to feel quite frustrated by the limits of the 10-minute consultation. So it's really nice to be able to be living again in a defined area with a defined group of people, and everybody lives in a parish, but to be able to have longer with people and to be able to walk alongside people. And also, if I'm honest, I would never have spoken about faith when I was working because that wasn't appropriate. But sometimes I used to think, I really wish I could long to tell you where you could find hope and peace and know yourself loved and your identity and your worth. But I can't do that in this consultation. Whereas now, I feel that I've got a new freedom to really speak about. We know that health is more than just not being unwell, but that wholeness where people can find their true worth and purpose in life and value and hope for the future.
Oh, Shaula, well, we wish you
all of that.
We wish you all the very best. I'm sure the entire community and your congregations will wish you the very best as well for the future. Based at St Jay's, Shaula Reilly, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye for now. Shaula will be leading a service at Wellow later this morning. My thanks to Shaula and best of luck to her as she settles into life in St Jay's. She was a former GP, but now the curate for a group of churches near Bath.